KPRC2, a team investigation. We're talking about criminal suspects with violent histories released back onto the streets, only to end up accused of committing even more crimes.
Low bonds or personal bonds given to repeat offenders. And in many cases, what happens when they get out is changing families forever.
Our KPRC2 Investigates team is going in depth with reports here at 6 o'clock and also tonight at 10. Investigator Robert Arnold leads off our special coverage tonight.
Yes, come here. Come see Mama.
Melanie Infinger wonders what she'll say to her 2-year-old granddaughter, Alexis.
That has been something I replay over in my head all the time.
How do you tell a child her mother was murdered and the person accused of the crime is her father?
I worry about when she starts school. I worry about, what her friends are going to say, or, about her mom and her dad.
At 20 years old, Caitlin Rose Guajardo was a burgeoning artist and a doting mother who was pregnant with a second child. Caitlin was married to Alex Guajardo.
Like most women in domestic abuse situations, really believed he was going to change.
When she wound up in the emergency room, Caitlin finally pressed charges.
Ultimately, it cost her life because they let him out.
When Guajardo was charged with attacking Caitlin, he was already out of jail on a pair of bonds. Neither required him to put up money before his release. He was facing charges of a second DWI and running from an accident.
Did she believe he would get out, or did she believe he would stay in?
Oh, we absolutely thought he was staying in.
Even though he was already out on 2 bonds and now charged with assaulting Caitlin, Guajardo was released again on a personal bond. 48 hours later, Caitlin and her unborn child were dead.
How many murders are going to have to take place before we wake up and realize this is not the right path forward?
After reviewing murder cases filed during the last 2 years, KPRC2 Investigates found 27 cases where a defendant was out on 2 or more bonds at the time they were accused of killing someone. Law enforcement and victims' rights advocates are demanding change.
They've pretty much bared their bones. I'm not going to be a law-abiding citizen. I've repeatedly told you that because I keep getting charged with crimes.
Now, the governor and state senators on both sides of the aisle want to change the law.
We really need to be able to deny bond for violent offenders.
This is terrible public policy. It shouldn't happen, and these judges have got to stop what they're doing.
Another concern is the increasing use of unsecured or personal bonds in felony cases. These bonds don't require defendants to put up money for their release. In 2015, out of all the felony bonds issued, just over 3% were unsecured. By 2020, that number grew to nearly 30%.
I think that there's a new philosophy that people who cannot afford bond are entitled to personal recognizance bond.
Chris Morton is judge of the 230th District Court. He is the only felony court judge who agreed to speak with us on camera.
You had issued the most personal bonds.
Indeed.
Why?
Whenever someone is them a bond they can make.
Morton says the Texas Constitution guarantees defendants the right to bond in most cases, and bond can't be a form of punishment, even when someone is repeatedly charged.
At what point, as a judge, do you go, enough's enough?
Well, the law doesn't allow me to say enough's enough. If a person is accused of a crime and accused of another crime and accused, until they're convicted, they're still must be treated by a judge or by a jury as they're innocent until proven guilty.
Now, Judge Morton does say this is his interpretation of the law and that some of his colleagues may see it differently. The judge also says he has and will revoke someone's bond if they have a violation, but he says prosecutors must first call for a hearing on the matter. Clearly, this is a complicated subject.